education policy to our national conference, and it was passed, which we were very happy about. Unfortunately, Emma is very, very ill today, so she couldn't make it. In terms of my background, I've worked in education for over 20 years, and I've worked all the way from primary school right up to university. I've been a school counsellor, I've been a teacher, and at the moment I'm an employability officer helping with careers, so very interested in education. Something that really concerns me and the Green Party is the huge amount of testing that is happening in schools, and all the teachers I speak to saying, please stop this. That's what I was saying about the NHS, help! So much testing, and the teachers are having to teach to the test. They're not being allowed, they try and bring in as much creativity as they can, but they're very much prevented from doing that. The Green Party believes in bringing all schools back under local education authority control. So no academies, no free schools. A friend of mine is the head at a school in Crawley. A free school opened very near to her, and some of the students went to that free school thinking, oh, exciting, free school. That free school, out of 20 teachers, anyone want to guess how many were qualified? One. One qualified teacher out of 20 at that school. That school was closed. And all the parents came crawling back to my friend and say, can our kids come back to your school again? There are so many issues around some of the people that run academies who have very, very fundamental religious backgrounds, and they won't allow the kids to do anything about certain subjects in school. We have a school in Leeds that said, we don't need to do anything about homophobic bullying because we don't have any gay students at our school. And they're allowed to do that. It's just incredible. So the Green Party believes in having schools under local education authority control. It actually makes sense in terms of practicalities, because at the moment you've got all these separate schools having to deal with all sorts of different special needs, and having to, one special needs coordinator in school having to work out how to deal with all those different special needs. So if you have a local education authority coordinator who knows everything, you can just go to that person. So there's a certain efficiency of scale in that. Further education has had the most drastic cuts. They've just announced another round of massive cuts. Further education has already been hugely cut. The people that work in further education don't get the same pay as people that work in schools. They just aren't on the pay scales. The pay is probably going to go even lower now because of the further cuts. And they've really cut adult education. It's so vital that adults are able to go back into education, and that's been cut yet again. Emma, who brought in our policy, and other people in the Green Party, worked with the University and College Union to make our new policy. So we really worked with the union to say, what does further education need? The main thing it needs is an investment of money. And the Green Party believes that people should be paid at parity with school teachers if they work in further education. They've got to be paid the same. Higher education. The tagline you might have noticed for the Green Party is for the common good. We believe that education is for the common good, and it should be funded by everybody. So we say there should not be any tuition fees. And we also we also believe that we should drop the debt of people that have already paid tuition fees. And we can afford that. It's actually not that expensive. We believe that the companies who are currently not paying any or very little tax should maybe pay some tax in this country to help fund education, because they're the ones that benefit from people being educated. Quite simple. And when you look, they're saying more people are going into education at the moment, but what is it going to be like in a few years' time when those people realise just how much debt they've got? Are they going to be able to get mortgages? It's constantly going to be over your head thinking, I've got to pay back that loan. It's a huge amount of money. Again, living in States, I experienced people having $150,000 in debt for their student fees. And in the States you get these private colleges which have just started to appear here, which are being subsidised by the current coalition government. And these are the kind of private colleges that you see adverts for in New York on the subway. Most universities, the retention rate is around 95%. Some of these private colleges, retention rate being how many students stay more than a year, the retention rate is as low as 10%. So all they do is get the students in, get their money, and then do absolutely nothing to support them. Again, that is happening here. What has happened in the States is happening here, and the government is subsidising those private universities because they think privatisation is fantastic. Well, I don't. The Green Party believes in a purely public education system for the common good. Thank you.